this week. Alright, I got something cool to share with you guys at the start of this video. My mate has just started making these. These are completely 3D printed. Obviously size depends on design. Perfect for your man cave, office, or even a birthday, Christmas present. It's the perfect time of the year and very affordable. They're only $80 with the battery pack and batteries come with it, or for an extra $15 it comes with a USB setup that plugs straight into the wall. Most of these are made to order but can be done very quickly. There's a huge range of designs, including, I'm just going to rattle some off here: Mopar, Datsun, the V8 5-litre badge, VL Turbo, 351 GT, HSV, HDT, GDS, Holly, Morosso, Autometer, Krager, Weld Racing, NOS, B&M, Centerline, MSD. Also some new ones coming out are Hemi 265, Crane Cams, SLR Tirana, SS Tirana, GDR XU1, the Chev logo, the GDR Nissan Skyline logo, and even put down in the comments, just so my mate Danny can see, some other designs that people are after, and he'll get them into production. I'm going to link his personal Facebook down below. If you just click on that and hit him up, he'll sort you out. Just let him know that you came from this video. So in this week's video, we'll bust out some stuff on two of the cars, the Subaru and the Senator, but we will start with the Senator and we'll get to the sale of the Subaru. So this engine bay is pretty damn good, to be honest. It's like a, hey, keep it down. But one big thing that lets it down, and probably the most eye-catching point of a 5-litre engine bay, is all the top covers. So these are pretty average here. These are all like oxidized, the aluminium, if you can see it. See all that white stuff? You know, chipped, scratched, old, blah blah blah. So I really want to clean all these up, so I'm going to pull them off, get them painted, new badges, new rock cover gaskets, and it should look all pristine and brand new in here. And that's it, all the covers off. It is definitely nice and clean under here, which is good. We only had one casualty, which is this hose that is absolutely hard as a rock, so hopefully you can get that. Reckon I might paint this and paint that while it's all apart. And now we'll drop these off to Mini and get them painted all fresh in the factory colour. I'm actually going to show you these a before and after, just because I'm going to throw them in the ultrasonic and see how good they come up. And there you go, that's the inside of the rocker covers after about half an hour in the ultrasonic machine with the trans clean powder. And I actually managed to take a shitload of paint off too, but they're getting painted anyway, so it's kind of good. So I'll drop these to Mini, get them painted, got some new rock cover gaskets on the way, some new 185i badges, and then I'll be good to go again. I also thought, while everything is out of the way, I may as well change spark plugs, and I regret not doing the harder side first, which is this side. Interesting thing to note is it still has genuine leads on it. You can see the GM symbol there. All 8 spark plugs done. That back one was a pain. Hopped it down the arm, and our covers are also ready, so let's go pick up those, put it back together and see how good this engine bay is going to look. And there we go, all fresh and painted in the factory opal silver, I think it was called, with satin clear. Brand new and all nice and clean, ready to go back on. Remember to take the tape out, of course, but Australia Post jammed me as usual. So if you remember, this hose split while I was taking it apart, and this thing is absolutely hard as a rock. So I ordered a PCV kit, which is this and this stuff here with a new PCV valve as well. And of course Australia Post lost it, so I left it for like a week. It wasn't moving, did a claim, and they've got back to me saying we can't find it, so contact whoever you bought it off. So I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna go Rare Spares and pick it up. I'm not posting it, and of course they're out of stock, so I have to get one sent from interstate, so it kind of screwed me. So I'm gonna have to put this stuff back on if I want to drive it, or wait until it bloody gets here. Australia Post every time. So I started up to check for oil leaks because, oh my god, if there's an oil leak from this side especially, I tell you what. But check for oil leaks and it's decided to have a fuel leak. I don't know if I did this, but you can see that. And that's this big long hose. So I think I'm just gonna unclamp it, cut it a bit shorter and put it back on. And the finishing touches, brand new 185 badges. And that is it for that little project. Well, until we get all this new stuff, because I've just clamped it and it doesn't seem to be leaking. But how good does that look? What a difference. And no leaks, thank God. Because that side, back Allen key bolt, oh my God, what an absolute nightmare. But now, on to the next thing, which I don't know what that is. So this is the item that Australia Post lost from Rare Spares, which is a full PCV kit. Because I looked up just that hose that I split, which is this one. And for the same price, I can just buy one of these kits. So I've got the covers back off to get access to this hose. Goes all the way down here to the throttle body. It obviously comes with this one, all the clamps, and the PCV there as well. So we'll just change everything in one hit. So here's old and new. It's actually a pretty good kit. Comes with all the clamps and stuff. I just changed out one clamp because the clamp they give you is too long. No one wants long tails on clamps. It looks shit house. And I just realized I actually put the factory part numbers on the hoses. So you can see there, 920600398. Pretty cool. So I jam this back on. And that's it. New PCV, hoses there, new hose here, covers back on now, and she's good to go again. And something I even noticed on the Senator when I went to look at it at Gray's Auctions before I even bid on this car was there was like a parking ticket stuck down in here and like half covering the VIN down in the windscreen. And I finally managed to get them out, and they're actually from Westfield, parents with prams parking sticker, so you can obviously park in the pram spots, but they're very, very sun damaged, and this car has not done a lot of Ks in the last 10 years, so this is pretty cool because these are probably very, very old. They're not even sticky anymore. Now onto the big news, the repairs of the Subaru and the sale. So if you remember from a few Subaru videos ago where I showed you the sill panel damage and the extent of how much worse it is than I imagined, I have to attend to it. I can't leave it. I can't even get rid of the car because like I'm not gonna sell a car like that, like no chance, not with damage like that. So I want to fix it properly. This car's probably gonna go on the market, I reckon, so if anyone's interested in it, let me know. If you want to get in before I put the car up for sale. Probably gonna lose a bit of money on this car, but oh well, it is what it is. You can't make money on every single car. I'm not a used car dealer. I just buy cars that I'm interested in, so you win some, you lose some, but it is time to attend to the sill panel damage. So unfortunately, my mate suggested we actually replace those sections and not try to repair them, just because of the extent of the damage. They're pushed up as well, he reckons, and just a pinch weld you're never going to get correct by trying to repair one that's already been sort of hit that bad. So I've bought whole sections, both side rear sill panels from just a wreckers, so they cut them out for me. They're actually really cheap. Oh no, there's not much to say about it. We just need this sort of section here, so the rest is going to go in the bin. But I'm going to drop the car off with this junk and let Anthony work his magic. I probably won't be able to show the repairs just because he's going to do it obviously during work hours and I'm at work, so, and I'm not going to make him film the shit, so I'll try visit sort of during the process and get some progress pics and videos, but we'll see how we go, no promise. Look, not the ideal car with a baby seat to be transporting sill panel cuts from another car in, but you got to do what you got to do. Finally, about a month and a half to 2 months after I filmed a bit before this, dropping the car to get fixed. So I'm on my way to Minis. Really on a time crunch, rushing here to get there before it closes. It's the only time I've got to be able to drop this car, and he's staying back for me. And that's it. I'm going to leave it in his very capable hands. Hopefully hopefully you can take some photos for me at least, so I can show you sort of the process, and I'll show you the finished product, and we'll go from there, I guess. And this is where she's going to be staying for a while. Good luck. Bloody beauty. All done. Alright, we have the Subaru back in our possession. She's a little dirty because I actually drove it to work the other day, but you're gonna see with me, just because I'm damn curious and I want to see how good this repair is. So I'm gonna quickly pop the skirt off and we'll have a look. Super easy to pop the skirt off on these. It's literally two 10 mils and a couple of clips. Oh, would you look at that? You wouldn't even know. Absolutely perfect. Pinch welds all nice on the bottom too. So it was actually chopped sort of along here and straight down all the way to the pinch weld, and then unstitched along here. Come up bloody good. Pop off the other side and have a look. Woohoo! Super happy with that. Well worth the money. Alright, curiosity got the better of me and I'm happy with that repair, definitely. Not that I ever doubted Mini anyway. But this car can now officially go for sale. There is no way I was going to sell the car like that. I'm not a dog, as you would put it. I know it got sold to me like that, but I would not do that to anyone else. Hard to do anyway, since I've already posted about it all over Facebook and YouTube, so it had to be fixed. So yeah, this thing is now, I can say, officially for sale. Basic 98 WRX with a shitload of STI parts on it. Revolution Millenniums that are brand new. Brembos. Super zippy. Good interior. And in the best colour and the best WRX shape. So if anyone's interested in this car, let me know. Alright, this is officially the last drive in the Subaru WRX. I will be dropping this, according to my maps, in 5 minutes to a transport company, as the car is sold. And it's actually going to Queensland, of all places. I'm going to say the last few cars I've sold have all gone interstate. The XE went to Canberra, the VN went to New South Wales somewhere, my Golf went to New South Wales. The only one that's stayed local is the VL out of anything recently that I've sold. But this car actually didn't take long to sell. I thought I was going to be trying to sell this thing forever, but it was only about 2 or 3 weeks. Sight unseen, yep, I'll take it, here's a deposit, and like a week later, rest the money in my account. So very, very happy with that. Look, this is a great car, like very quick, drives grouse. Look at that, another WRX. What's the chances of that? But yeah, I'm always going to have a car that's at the bottom of the list that if it's got to go, it's got to go. So look, there's 2 scenarios. I want to move to somewhere else that has a bigger garage slash shed slash workshop. To do that, I need a lot of money to buy it. So that, or I jump into another thing that's cheaper. The smart thing to do would not replace this car, which is the most likely thing, but trust me, I'm always looking. Every single day I'm looking at cars, so you never know what might pop up. It's a GDSR.
Turn left onto Home Street.
Yeah, so I'm just about to drop it off. Do a bit of a last walk around, just because I want that as sort of evidence, so that if anything happens to this car once it leaves my hands and before it gets in the new owner's hands, then I have video of it, you know, like scratches and stuff like that. Because I've had a lot of stuff painted on this car, like the front lip of something like that, then I can show the owner, not my problem, I didn't do it. Call the transport company. So that's it, Subaru is going to Queensland. So that's it, we're at the trucking company. She is out of here. Just got to remove the plates, get my shit out of it, and she gone. That is it, boys and girls. Another one bites the dust. What next? Now the long walk from Spotswood all the way back to Werribee. Now, of course I'm getting picked up, but post in the comments if I'm going to buy another car, what you want me to buy. And I'll be honest, I'm a tight ass, so it's either less, same, or, you know, I'm not even same value as the Subaru, less value. It's going to be less. I like going downwards. Suggest some cars in the comments. So something else I thought would be interesting to put in this video is whenever I sell a car, I'll always be open to swaps. Because, I don't know, it's just like a this day and age thing. Everyone wants to swap something. No one's got any money. And I'm always open to it because you never know what might cross your path. It might be something that you don't think you want or think you like until it's presented to you. And it's a good way to swap upwards because effectively you're helping the other person. They want your car, but you don't necessarily want yours, but you will take it as a trade. So just for an example, say you're selling a $25,000 car, you should always try to swap for something around the $30,000 mark, because if you're just swapping a $25,000 car for another $25,000 car, you're not in any better position. You're just actually screwing yourself because you're getting someone else's car that you know nothing about, the issues that it has, you know, the headache of transferring it. It's costing you money. It's stupid. So you have to always swap upwards because they want yours and you don't necessarily want theirs. But as I said, you never know what might cross your path, and it might be a car that you didn't think you wanted, and you can end up with something cool. So I thought I will put up all the cars that I got offered for swaps for this WRX, and they are absolutely all over the place. Now, don't take these all as direct swaps. Some were cash their way, some were cash my way. So if you're cracking the shits that I didn't swap for some of these cars, it didn't make sense with money on top or the amount money my way that we could agree on. So, and I will say there is only 2 cars out of this that I was actually considering. Tell me below which 2 you think they were. They were both of lesser value, but both we couldn't come to an agreement of the cash my way. They think their car's worth more than it really is, and I think their car's less than maybe what it really is, but I needed to come out on the top, so it needed to work that way for me. So car is gone for no swaps, just cash, and so I obviously didn't get any of the cars that I'm showing you right now, but this is what popped up for swaps. And I got pictures of all these cars, so I'll throw them all up as I go through them. So there was a really nice VN Calais 5 litre. It had a shitload of Ks on it though, and you know, a couple of interior issues, and it had just been repainted, which is a sort of one of those lipstick on a pig situations. There was a nice UK spec Civic Type R, which was not bad. Had TEs on it and a couple of engine mods and stuff like that. A few WRXs. There was a 2013, a 2011, and a blob eye that had like 250 kilowatt or something like that. But I'm not going to jump out of the best shaped WRX to jump in something, you know, like either any of those. I also got this Mazda CX-3, which didn't make sense. This car was for, I actually found it for sale. It was for sale for like 15 grand. It had like 200 and something thousand Ks on it. Like, no, maybe if it was like 20 grand my way, I would have considered it, but definitely not. And last but not least, this VY Senator in, no offense to the owner, but this for me is the ugliest color combo. That color with the tan leather, oh my god, I really don't like that car. But anyway, that's what I got off for swaps. So if there's any advice I can give when selling a car, always be open to swaps, because you never know what might cross your path.